Thanks for joining me after it finished at Molineux. Wolves 1, Fulham 2 on this Tuesday, the 25th of February 2025, in front of 28,708 fans. And the starting 11 was the same as started the FA Cup game against Bournemouth, and which meant that apart from John Rickner-Bellegarde, every player was an international player, and if John Rickner-Bellegarde keeps up his good form, sooner or later he might be an international, whether it be for France or Haiti, whoever he chooses to play for. But right at the start of the first half, we were caught cold. The defence was caught square. A simple through ball put Sessegnon through on goal, and he slotted it away with ease. And we started off obviously on the back foot, and but there was plenty of hope because we played pretty well, opened them up. And 18 minutes it was a flick by Aït-Nouri for Bellegarde on the wing, which opened up their defence. He crossed it in. The first effort was blocked, and then João Gomez was on hand to put the ball away, and so we got a deserved equaliser. And at 38 minutes, Cunha had a shot after a link up with Aït-Nouri, which led to a corner. So the first half we slightly had the edge, and but that was as good as it got, because half time it went in 1-1. And as I say, the first half we probably just edged it after a woeful start, and we came back into it. But the second half, it's almost criminal to get caught cold at the start of both halves. It's like we hadn't learned the lesson from the first half, and it was a bit of weak defending by Santi Bueno and to Doc, and their player intercepted it, and was through on the keeper. Was there any need for Sarr to come out so far, leave it open, and Rodrigo Munoz gleefully just chipped it over it? I mean, he still needed finishing, but credit to him for finishing it so well. But Sarr gave him the opportunity. Was it a headless moment? You judge for yourself. But Cunha had a solo run after 49 minutes after Adama was robbed. And I'm going to say, when I saw that, what's his name, Alex Iwobi didn't start, I was relieved, because whoever he plays for, whether it be for Arsenal or Everton or Fulham in the first game, the reverse fixture early in the season, he always seems to score against us. So I was a bit relieved to see him on the bench. But in the 65th minute, I'm not sure if Bellegarde had a knock or anything, or if it was just tactical, but he was took off for Strand Larsen. If it was tactical, it was a bit, I don't know, the manager, you've got to trust him, but I'm not sure I agreed with that. But who am I to disagree with Vito, because he's done a good job so far. But he took him off, and he was pretty ineffective, Larsen, because when Fulham got the second goal to go 2-1 up, it was a pattern for the rest of the game. They seemed to sit back and keep what they had, and they tried to hit us on the break. When Iwobi came on, I thought he always looked a threat. He came on for the goal scorer. When Raul Jimenez came on, give Wolves fans credit, they gave him a standing ovation, because when J-Lo was our manager, when Jimenez was finishing his career at Wolves, he didn't really give him a chance to say goodbye. He didn't pick him. He just dispatched. Thanks for all the years, what you've done in getting us that far. There's none of that. But credit to the fans, he was given a standing ovation. Sarabia came on for Bueno towards the end, and Doyle came on for Andre. And Sarr saved a one-on-one when Raul Jimenez was through on goal. Raul Jimenez also had a shot in injury time, which was just went over the bar. Doyle did a brilliant interception to save a certain goal in injury time. I've got to say that Molineux, he's got a lot of publicity for the chances what he missed, but I'm not kicking him because Wolves lost tonight, but he had a pretty anonymous game. I'd say that arguably our man of the match, or men of the match, were Andre. He battled for everything while he was on, and João Gomez, he was battling all the time, and he scored a goal. Nori opened up their defence with a few flicks, but he had trouble keeping his feet. He slipped at vital moments a couple of times. Doc was pretty good, but and saw the goal, the second goal, rush of blood came out, and ultimately it cost us the game. But they sat back, they defended. We tried all we could, but we didn't look like scoring. We didn't create anything. We couldn't open them up, even though we're full of international players. But we lacked that guile, that craft to open up. And Fulham just sat back, and they just kept what they got. So, as encouraging as the win against Villa, the narrow defeat against Liverpool, the win away at Bournemouth, albeit against 10 men, encouraging as those were, this was as equally disappointing tonight. So where do we go from here? Well, as I record this, Southampton were losing 3-0 at Chelsea. I don't know what the final score is. Ipswich have got Man United tomorrow night, and who's the other one? Leicester are playing against West Ham. So those are pretty tough games for them. So we had an opportunity to pull away from the relegation zone, 8 points, but we couldn't quite manage that tonight. So we've got to keep our eyes on the results of the other teams in the relegation zone. But it's on to the FA Cup on Saturday for a repeat of the league match when we won at Bournemouth. They'll be really up for that. It'd be interesting to see what kind of team we put out. Hopefully there's no injuries tonight. And then it's I think it's the 8th of March where we are home to Everton, and we really need to pick up something because we don't want to rely on the other teams losing. But disappointing night for Wolves, and whatever happens, we'll keep supporting them. But let me know what you think in the comment section, and thanks for joining me. Up the Wolves.